Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your March 2025 mid-month reading. We're just going to go ahead and get started here and jump straight in. I hope you're doing well. Let's take a look here. What is the energy here surrounding you, Sag? Also, too, I would like to announce that I still am running a sale on my personal reads. If you're interested in that, that link will be down below in the description. All right, let's take a look here. What is the energy here for you, Sag? You pulled the Four of Cups here in your challenge. I almost kind of get here you being not satisfied. Four of Cups can be this energy of feeling unsatisfied. Venus is retrograde right now in Aries. Whenever Venus does go retrograde, it starts to make us feel unsatisfied, specifically with the things that we have. I think with this Seven of Pentacles being your overall energy, you're really trying to reevaluate things, or you're looking at the things here that you have and trying to figure out how you can make things better. But I pick up, though, it's like you almost kind of feel this uncomfortable energy with the Four of Cups being in the challenge, or you feel unsatisfied here. What is in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of here? Pull the Judgment. Let's see. Yeah, I really want to tell you not to sit idle here, Sagittarius. I'm gonna be real. I gotta be real. That Four of Cups and the Moon card could be literally an energy of moodiness. Because literally they're both archetypes of the moon, and the Four of Cups is specifically Moon in Cancer, which Moon in Cancer in the challenge position could be that it's our emotions that are holding us back or keeping us stuck, because we could be dwelling on something because shit don't make any sense in our reality, which is what I feel like you're trying to understand at this time, is the reality of things with the Seven of Pentacles for the overall energy. And I feel like this eclipse that just squared you, that makes a lot of sense. I mean, Virgo represents the reality, and that's where the total lunar eclipse was, right? And it squared you. Right, and then that lunar eclipse, it opposed all that Pisces energy, and Pisces is squaring you. So the challenge has been this disorienting energy and trying to make sense out of things here, to the point to where in which you could be losing hope or just giving up, right, or sitting idle with the Four Cups and the Moon card, because you're feeling like bummed out, which I fucking understand. I think we've all kind of are feeling that right now. But that Ace of Wands is your advice, which is finding the inspiration and the motivation. It's interesting because with all this Pisces energy, it's the waves of inspiration and motivation that come. And it's about catching those waves. So sometimes it is going to feel flat. It is going to feel like we have to surrender, because the more we push, it's like nothing happens. So that Ace of Wands is saying whenever the time comes when you feel inspired and motivated, the Ace of Wands is saying like to act immediately. It's like to move yourself from this stuck, blocked energy, the Moon, Four Cups here. You do have the Devil here in the future position, and then you have the Four Pentacles here in the outcome position. We're going to come back to the tarot here in a moment. I want to pull your oracle cards, but I think here with this Devil being in the future position, that I feel like discipline is like one of the answers. Okay, let's pull your oracle cards so we can get more, but I am getting something here, because the Devil card it's the chains that bind you to something. So in a sense, it's like we can bind ourselves to things. Like, for instance, if we have our goal, we bind ourselves to that, right? It's like, this is what I have to do. This is my to-do list. This is my checklist. This is what I'm trying to accomplish a week from now, 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, right? And so it's the restriction and limitation that we put on ourselves to accomplish what our goal is, right? To where we have to get critical. And that's the Devil card, it's Capricorn, right? So I feel like that's what you're having to do here, because the Devil and the Moon are exactly the opposite energies. The Devil's Capricorn, the Moon is connected to the Moon of the archetype of the Moon, which can be Cancer. That Four Cups in the challenge is Cancer. So there's this duality and this opposition, confrontation that you're facing in regards to moving outside your comfort zone, or moving through. Like, Capricorn is like the shit you have to do and you don't feel like doing it, right? Because the feeling part would be Cancer, but the Capricorn would be like, oh, that's what I got to do. So I feel like you're having to do things here, and I feel like Spirit's really wanting you with this Ace of Wands as your advice is to like take action here. And if you don't feel it now, then wait for that next moment to come. And when it comes, then, you get what I'm saying? Then act on it. Let's see here. You pulled this Venus card. It says love. Yeah, boom. I knew it. I knew it was something connected to Venus. It's the Venus retrograde. I felt that unsatisfied energy here with that Four of Cups being in the challenge. Venus is retrograde in your 5th, so right now you're probably not as happy as you would like to be, Sag, because Venus is in your 5th house retrograde, and Mercury's retrograding there as well. So really trying to figure out ways in which you can better enjoy yourself, Venus, and find satisfaction with the things that you have in your life. When it comes to what you want to create, what you want to build, what makes you happy. And so I think these are things that you're figuring out at this time. Let's see here. You have to bring love into the situation here. Yeah. I'm going to pull you one more because I feel like another one wanted to come through. And you pull this, nothing is yet set in stone here. Yeah, I want to disconnect here with the 4 cups. I kind of feel this energy of you. Aquarius is all about connection, right? Specifically to things, groups, communities. It also deals with innovation as well. So I'm almost kind of getting here like the universe does not want you to close yourself off from like innovation, right? Ace of Wands is the advice, like innovating things, changing things. Let's see. Yeah, you pull this butterfly card. It says regeneration here. I think you are going through a transformation. That 7 of Pentacles being the overall energy would be, it's evaluating what it is that you have, right? And whether or not you're satisfied with it. But it also is a process of growth and cultivating growth, so it takes time. And so things are regenerating here. You may not be seeing everything that you would like to see at this time happen. But that moon card, 4 cups, is saying like not to give up or sit idle, because that Ace of Wands as your advice is saying like now's the time to like get started here. 4 cups is stale water. There's a reason why the 4 cups isn't a great card. Because water doesn't like 4s. It doesn't like container. It doesn't like, water likes to flow. It doesn't like structure. Because it becomes stuck and still. And we can become emotionally stuck and still and stagnant. So it's like you're having to create, you need to create a ripple effect here. You have the Devil card here in the future position. I'm going to clarify this, of course, but I think this is really you, though, in the future becoming more disciplined and strict, or having to become more disciplined and strict here. Because that 7 of Pentacles is like the attention to detail and having to be on top of things and constantly, cultivate what you're ultimately trying to grow. But it takes time, attention, like your time and attention with the 7 of Pentacles for the overall energy. But you did pull the 4 of Pentacles here in the outcome. So I do see you eventually here ending up with what it is that you want. Right? It gives you the ability to have power and influence over your situation. Right now you may be feeling disconnected from your power with that 4 cups in the moon. And I think we're all in this regeneration energy, right? It's where all this, where we're at astrologically, it literally is like a spiritual cleanse. So trying to find certainty at this time is, you get lost in a mirage with the moon card or an illusion. So it really is about surrender and just following the subtle awarenesses that you pick up on and not trying to force things. You did pull the Judgment card here in the position of something you're unaware of that you need to be aware of. Let's see what that is. Let's clarify your read. Clarify the 7 of Pentacles. You have the Emperor here. Yep. I think you're wondering, what you should, like the Emperor and the 7 of Pentacles can talk about your stability. So it's like your stability at this time. That lunar eclipse did light up your 10th house. And so that Sun right now in Pisces, Saturn being there, Neptune being there, like foundation, your 4th house, your inner self, inner world, how you feel emotionally. And the one thing though about that 4th house is that when there is a lot of, like the North node that's in Pisces that's there, it's like there could be this craving for the external, like for external things to fulfill one's inner self. So, and that's that 4 cups in the moon I'm seeing here. So it's like you're having to really go within to find that. That's why I felt with that Venus card, it's the inner like satisfaction that you're looking for. But that Emperor, 7 of Pentacles being your overall energy, it's like you're trying to figure out things when it comes to your foundation, and that could be like your inner foundation, and that could also be like your foundation as well, like your home and all that stuff. Clarify the moon in your current energy. You pulled the Page of Wands here. Yeah, I mean, I think there's uncertainty here that you're experiencing, but I feel like you're ready here with that Ace of Wands. Like anything that you want to do, I would get started with that Page of Wands, the moon. The only thing that's blocking you, I would say, would be fear, because I think it is time for growth, and that Four of Cups would be like this emotional, spiritual growth that wants to happen, but right now it's stagnant. Clarify the Four of Cups in your challenge. You have the Hangman, stagnant, stuck in the gray, in the void. It's misty, you can't see, it's foggy. Trying to make sense out of things, things feel meaningless. And it's like the more, like the Pisces energy, it could be very sensitive, right? So it's like having to really tune into your own vibration with things. Clarify the Devil in the future position. You pull the Nine of Wands here. Yeah. You know, Nine of Wands is your will being tested. The Devil, Nine of Wands. It's like energetically, it's like you're having to move through a bunch of mud. But that Devil card is saying like you have to be like critically tenacious. You have to stay disciplined and structured here. Because the Nine of Wands is saying you're going to struggle regardless, I feel. So you might as well just get the reward from it through just being disciplined and on top of it, on top of things here, and not, you know, falling into stagnancy. It's like, yes, if the things that you can't control, of course, don't try to control them. But the things that you can control, the Devil, like, take care of those things. Let's clarify this outcome position of the Four of Pentacles. You pull the Queen of Pentacles here. Yeah, and a pickup there could be like delays or something like that with the Hangman and the Four of Cups. I do see this in the outcome for Pentacles, Queen of Cups, or Queen of Pentacles. You could be getting something here in regards to work, or something in regards to work or your career. Could be like something monetary wise as well. But I think it gives you what it is that you need here, so that way you can actually pursue the things that you want to pursue. But it's like first having to do that work and all that, and all those little things, right? That if you didn't have to do, you want to do them, but you have to do them. But I do see you here with that Four of Pentacles, basically acquiring here what it is that you're trying to get. Clarify the Ace of Wands as your advice. Seven of Wands, yeah. Seven of Wands, you got to stand up for what it is that you believe in, and you got to, like, the Seven of Wands is where you have to summon the courage, right? The Seven of Wands is Mars and Leo, so it deals with Mars, which is strength, initiation, and Leo that deals with courage, confidence, and having to take the lead. Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands. So that Four of Cups being your challenge, like you could be sitting idle, but that Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands saying, no, like you got to fight for what it is that you want. Clarify the Judgment here. You have the Ten of Pentacles here. I'm hearing something about with Venus coming out here, I would make sure that you're staying on top of things in regards to money matters here. Money matters. Your schedule, your routine. And things that, something about like your home life, personal life. Like there could be these like things that you need to like check up on, or like certain checkups or certain updates here. Like make sure that you're staying on top of like the dates of things here. So that's what I'm getting here for you, Sagittarius, in your reading. And Judgment, Ten of Pentacles is about committing to your purpose, your life's purpose. That Four Cups, the Hangman, is when we can just feel nonchalant, or we can just feel stuck. But I think this Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands is your advice, is saying like, no, like you need to start now, like don't wait here. Because I feel like you already know, with this Page of Wands, you already have that urge, right? That spontaneous urge to get started or to continue the process. But that Moon card is like all these weird reasons why you shouldn't, or these subconscious, unconscious blocks that you're experiencing. And it could be, what I mean by that, it could be fear, or it could just be because there's uncertainty, it's almost like, you know, what's the point? But I think that's the point, though. It's like whenever you start defining things, I think that's what things get clear. So I think for you, it's like Ace of Wands is defining. It's like initiating, like start defining the way. So that is what I got for you, Sag, in your reading. I definitely do get, though, it's going to be tough a little bit, that Devil, Nine of Wands. And you may be, it's an interesting, I wonder if you're like catching up on something, or if you need to catch up on something. Kind of feel like we're all behind, like fucking literally we're all behind. So I get it. But I do see you with that Four of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles in the outcome, like you getting into that better position to where you have more control and more power and more influence. And you also have the resources at your disposal here as well that you've been trying to cultivate with this Emperor, Seven of Pentacles for the overall energy. So that is what I got for you, Sagittarius, in your reading. I appreciate you for watching. If you want to book a personal reading with me, you can. That link will be down below in the description. If you need any guidance, confirmation, clarity, or if you want to ask me any question, I'm here for you. If you like the video, be sure to hit that thumbs up button, subscribe, and I'll see you later. Bye, Sagittarius.